Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go and take a look at this unit, the 3rd anniversary LR Gogeta. Now, I do think, unfortunately, that Vegito is not only better, but probably quite a bit better. It's just, because they gave Vegito counters, it's just so difficult to allow this Gogeta to match up with him, right? And it's like, I don't know that they quite gave him everything he would need in order to match up with what Vegito is doing. So this unit is identical to the base Vegito version, right? We're getting the 30% attack and defense on both super attacks, right? They're up to the 180% attack and defense start of turn. They got the medium chance to crit, medium chance to dodge. I do think Ki will be an issue for these units sometimes, if the orbs are not super good, right? That's definitely something that will occur every once in a while. Transformation condition has not changed. It's still, you know, turn 6, under 50% HP. Now, Gogeta, right? Okay, so 30% attack and defense on his 12 key. He's greatly raising defense. He's getting 50% defense on his 18 key and lowering enemy attack and defense. That point is, it does nothing. Lowering attack by the time you'll be able to transform into this guy is worthless, right? But, okay, so he's super effective against all types. 200% attack and defense start of turn. He gets a guaranteed crit and a high chance to dodge for the first 3 turns. So one thing to keep in mind is, you know, he's going to shoot out like an 8 million attack set or some bullshit like that, right? But he is actually hitting way harder because it's a guaranteed crit. So you do want to keep that in mind. 50% chance to dodge for a unit that's going to be close to 300k defense anyway. Well, he's going to have less defense than Vegito because his defensive set, what is it, like 10,000 lower? Or 1,000 lower? It's not that bad, but the Vegito probably have a bit more defense, right? But regardless, this guy is going to be, you know, high 250k plus, right? With a 50% chance to dodge, it's definitely solid. After he super attacks, getting that 50% defense from his 18 key, he's going to be really tanky. But then it just wears out. After 3 turns, he gets a high chance to crit, a medium chance to dodge, right? The issue, I think, is it's like the way they built this guy, I don't think he actually is like matching up towards what we're able to see from whatchamacallit, the LR Super Vegito, because he's just going to do so much damage when he super attacks, right? What I think they probably should have did, wow, 6 million? That's okay. That definitely does look good right there. Right, keep in mind that their defense is really, really good at this point, too. Because every super attack they're doing, they're getting 30% defense, right? But I think for Gogeta, they did this with LR Tech Gogeta, too. And I talked about it with LR Tech Gogeta, but he's already super effective against all types. Doubling down and giving him then crit, I think it's not great. That's not what we want. He's already super effective against all types, right? That's the way they like to give these Gogetas, whatever. I think what would have been even better, right, is if they would have gotten rid of the crit chance that he's got, and then just give him, like, a guaranteed additional super. I think rather than high chance to dodge, they should have given him guard, and they should have given him a scouter. I think if in Super Vegito you leave the same, then for physical Gogeta, you remove the crit and give him guard, scouter, and, like, you know, and a guaranteed additional super, and we're good to go at that point, right? That way, Vegito is the king of damage, but then this Gogeta unit would really have some good utility as well, right? Okay, so let's see what we're looking at right here. 227k defense, definitely much lower than what I saw from Int Vegito, but next turn, we're going to have them transformed, and we'll get a better look. Yeah, because we're, okay, let's, you know, get the super attack, and let's see all the links we'll have active. So we have active, all right, so his first link is what? Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, then Prepared for Battle, which is active, then Kamehameha. No, top one is Experienced Fighters, bottom one is Golden Warrior. Wait, right? What is he? No, Fuse Fighter. Okay. Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. My bad. Okay, so yeah, we'll be able to get most of those activated next turn. Let's see what Gogeta does right here. Again, keep in mind that this attack set right here is a guaranteed crit. This one right here that he's about to do. 6 million guaranteed crit is definitely really good. He'll look a lot better next turn once we have him fused and next to the Tech Gogeta. Once the Tech Gogeta fuses, right? Now, one other thing to keep in mind, too. Remember that these characters, both Int Vegito and Physical Gogeta, their transformation condition is the same. Turn 6 under 50% HP. If we're talking about utilizing them in the Ultimate Red Zone, they're going to be completely fine. I don't really mind their transformation condition whatsoever, right? But I think where you could run into issues, of course, you're not going to be able to transform in Super Battle Road stages, Battlefield stages, right? In these places, we're not going to be able to get the fusion for these characters. But I'm okay with that, because I view the Vegito and the Gogeta as highly specialized, like, killing characters for the Ultimate Red Zone. The Ultimate Red Zone is so far and away the most difficult content in the game, and I think this Physical Gogeta and Int Vegito are actually, like, two of the best units in the game for the event, because don't forget that when you transform, when you fuse with these characters, you're getting a full heal. In an event that is basically, like, giving you no items, you can only bring one slot of items, so you have 2 items to use. Like, you do not have a lot of room for mistakes or error. So these characters are in the most difficult content in the game right now, where not a lot of the game can really effectively work. These two, Int Vegito and Physical Gogeta, are, like, again, 2 of the best units in the game for the event. So I know it is a bit of a bummer that the transformation conditions weren't changed at all, but they are still going to be very, very heavily utilized in the Ultimate Red Zone, right? Alright, so we are going to have all links activated. Yeah, we are. I would like to put Gogeta in front of this super attack and see if we take it. I'm just going to get 1 orb with this Gogeta so that he doesn't go too crazy. Keep in mind that, whereas Int Vegito, I would say this. STR Vegito, I'm not... I think the Ultimate Red Zone, in the Ultimate Red Zone itself, it's a little tough for him, right? And he's not really doing anything to help Int Vegito out. But when you're talking about running these two together, at the very least, Tech Gogeta is creating rainbow orbs that Physical Gogeta will eat very easily, right? Because again, Ki is going to be an issue if you're not having a lot of rainbow orbs for these 3rd year anniversary LRs. So we have all, this is a crazy turn. We have all 7 links activated. We have B-Pan's active skill going right here. And remember, Gogeta has a guaranteed crit on this turn. So whatever his attack stat is, he's actually hitting way harder than that. And he's got a 50% chance to dodge. And defensively, he's going to be rocking like over 400k or something. 5.5 right there? Wow. And it's 12 Ki by Tech Gogeta? Okay, dude, calm down. Look at you go. All right. 9.75. All right. Guaranteed crit. Yeah. He's looking pretty good. See, that's the thing. Like, yeah, Int Vegito is better, right? But, like, this Gogeta is right up there. I think both Gogeta and Vegito, I probably would say, are better than STR Broly as of right now. You know, putting them as what I think would be, like, the best. I would probably say they're the best EZA units in the game. I think I'd probably go, like, Super Vegito 1, Physical Gogeta 2. Actually, if I was doing, like, a tier list, I would cheat, and I'd put Super Vegito and Gogeta in the same, like spot. I will both put them in 1. Number 2 would probably be Broly, right? Still, I think STR Broly. They gave him a wild EZA last year for Saiyan Day. He's still good. I feel like LR STR Broly, he could definitely take a lot of damage, but I feel like he's not, like, unrunnable even in the Ultimate Red Zone, right? Like, I think he could definitely put in some work. You just need the right situation to appear, basically. All right, well, and it's about, like, bringing him to the right stage. The one thing about the Ultimate Red Zone, too, as these stages start to get harder, is you really are going to want to try and build teams of characters that are, I mean, not completely type advantage, but you want to build very specific lineups for what some of these fights are going to look like. I mean, unlike the God event where you could just go like a full type advantage team, now what they're doing with the Ultimate Red Zone is you've got these multiple phases of really tough enemies. So It's like you really want to make sure you're using one of these very powerful leader skills. Nowadays, it just feels so underwhelming using a character that has less than a 170% leader skill. Like, using a team with less than full 170% does feel a bit underwhelming in at least some stats, especially in the Ultimate Red Zone. That's exactly why these leader skills are so crazy. One thing about this Gogeta, this is going to be another ridiculous term, by the way. One thing about this Gogeta right here to keep in mind is that he has got Fusion 180% as his leader skill. That is really good. Because keep in mind, both of the main 7th anniversary LRs are on that leader skill. So you have the LR Super Saiyan 4s, you have the LR, Gods / Super Saiyan Blues, and we have this guy on here, and you have LR Tech Gogeta on here. So the Fusion team is now looking quite a bit better. This leader skill full 180% is definitely very solid. So that's good. Alright, so we'll probably make this the last turn. This is another really good turn right here. Keep in mind that Gogeta's passive has worn off. So he goes from guaranteed crit and high chance to dodge to 50% chance to crit and a 30% chance to dodge. With 270k defense, remember that he gets 50% defense on his 18 key. So yeah, he's looking good. These units are really good. They did right by these characters, I think. 8.13 with a 50% chance to crit is what he's got. And he did crit. And even if he doesn't crit, he's super effective against all types, right? Like, you just put these two together, like, they're really, really nasty together. You could... the thing is LR Tech Gogeta, I feel like a lot of people, they don't realize this, but even in the Ultimate Red Zone, Tech Gogeta potentially in, like, slot 1, like, he can get touched up quite a bit, but if you're utilizing it correctly, like, Tech Gogeta sort of in, like, slot 1, and then potentially cleaning up with physical LR Gogeta or something like that could be really good. Right, physical Gogeta getting that extra 50% defense on his 18 key when he's already at nearly 300k defense is really, really wild. So he's looking super good. Let me know what you guys think of the 3rd year anniversary EZA LRs, both Super Vegito and Super Gogeta. They're both incredible. They're some of the best units in the game for the Ultimate Red Zone. They will destroy the Ultimate Red Zone. That heal is going to be so helpful. And then when they come out, their damage is crazy, and then they're not glass cannons, right? They could take hits now. They could do stuff back to the bosses in the Ultimate Red Zone afterwards. So we're definitely looking pretty good, I would have to say, right? With the 3-year anniversary EZAs, they did right by these characters. They're some of the best units in the game. So let me know what you think of LR Physical Gogeta. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.